Okay, so, hello ladies and gentlemen, what have you, blah blah blah. This was held on by minuscule amount of glue, so just, take a flathead or something like that and just start beating the hell out of this thing. Trust me, it will pop off. So yeah. I'm gonna try and keep the top there for reasons. Alright, so let's see if this thing actually can be upgraded with a better spring. I have, of course, all my assortment of springs. I have my new tool sets that I got for Christmas. Let's see what we can do here. So, let's go ahead and grab this. And most of these are mostly here, so let's go ahead and grab ourselves a nice, fine Phillips head. No, that's not good enough. Let's go ahead and try this one then. Is this good enough? Yeah, that'll do it. Okay. Let's go ahead and do it. That's righty. I want... Oh. Okay, so... It is lefty. Okay.
Party, 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 I wanna have a party. I need to have a party. You better have a party. Party, party, party. You got a party, honey. I'm gonna have a party.
Mostly flatheads. Okay, they're mostly flatheads. Let me look in here, because, yep, I was right. There is no screw holding this down, so I was right in the review that there's no Phillips head, which shouldn't be too hard to actually get, so here we go. There seems to be a small crack coming down here, I believe. Let me shine a light on that, actually. Yeah, that's a faint crack, I think, so... Well, he knows by that point. Now, the way this thing looks, my guess is this will just come right off. From the way it looks like it's one separate piece all in itself. So if that's the case, then it should come off relatively easier, I believe. I'm gonna have to go with a bigger bit, because this bit here does not want to work. So let's go with a bigger bit, see if that actually helps. It actually does a little bit, yes. Actually, hold up. Apparently this is actually just... Okay, so I might have done an oops there, doing these two, because this looks like it'll just separate out of itself. I should have looked before continuing on with this, but either way. Okay, let's go ahead and drop that down, and let's go ahead and try and separate this now, which is always fun to try and do. Let's see if I can't get a nice little fine flathead in there. There we go, okay. Here we go, okay. Let's go ahead and just aim it to help. Okay, let's go ahead and just work our way around. Get the nice little corners up in there. There we go. Get it all up in there. Did I not? No, I did not undo this one, did I? Or no, wait, yeah, I did. So why is it not wanting to work with me? That's the question, because it should come off relatively easy. Oh, that's why I was just not lifting straight up. It's wanting to come off, but it's... There we go, okay. It was wanting to, but it didn't know how. there's the pain in the ass part about it. Okay, that's actually kind of a cool design there. And here we go. Here's our weight in the back, which seems to be some form of concrete, some form of rock. I would really like to know if you guys can identify this substance. That would be great. Thank you. I usually take these out to usually... Alright, because most of the time these things don't do much in terms of weight, but we'll take that out just for the hell of it. And here we go. Here's the actual gun itself. That's actually kind of a weird design there. I mean, that's actually kind of cool in itself. That's a new way of doing it. Here we go. There we go. Okay, so that's a new way to do it. Let's go ahead and put this two pieces back together. Try and keep the screws together. Alright, so... Get back to it. They call me the wanderer. Yeah, the wanderer. I roam around. Oh, well, there we go. Okay. And then, of course, the spring went snap back there. That's always a fun thing. There we go. So the way they actually did the priming handle is just basically this, which in of itself is inherently a flaw. That's just how it is. I do like the return feature, but in reality, the return spring actually, in my opinion, does not work all that well. So I'm going to probably just straight up remove it, if anything else. That or just replace it, because I believe I have a better pump, I believe. I'm not sure. I might check, because a long time ago I did something similar to this, I believe. I'm not really sure. Okay, let's open her up now. Let's just go ahead. Oh my goodness, I actually gotta sit for a second. I gotta sit a spell because, whew, I've been standing this whole time. There's the spring. Which, oh man, it's actually a pretty decent spring. It's not that great, but at the same time, it's not that bad. It's a pretty decent little spring. I might use that for something. I don't know. Okay, there we go. Let's go ahead and lift it up, and there we go. Ah, okay, so that's how it works. It's literally a, it's a little bar that actually attaches to it. There we go. Oh, shit, there we go. Okay, so it's literally this tiny little bar that attaches, that actually goes through the thing and actually attaches to the actual plunger tube, which the plunger itself actually looks rather nice, to say the least. It really does. It's actually a rather nice looking plunger tube, which no screws were lost, thankfully enough, except for this one, which is supposed to go up here, apparently. Let's go ahead and stab this right here. We'll put that right there. And once again, a plastic inner barrel, but could be replaced with a metal inner barrel, but it would have to have a stopper like this, which would be, that's what I'm looking for. Interesting, but either way. So, looks like we pulled the actual firing mechanism, which is a standard firing mechanism, to say the least. No slam fire function, which I'm happy for, and looks like it's contained rather well, so we don't have to do anything to it all that much if we're careful with it. Either way, though, the plunger itself is rather small, but oh my goodness, that is actually a pretty decent little spring. There we go. Okay, so we'll go ahead, pull this out. Oh, that's actually not a bad little spring. Oh, okay, I see what they did. They went with a flat to round style of stopper there, which I'm not, which is actually rather impressive in my opinion. But either way, that's actually pretty decent size. Not a bad little plunger tube. It's actually okay in terms of power, I guess. I want to go with. I'm not sure. So let's go ahead and find ourselves a nice little spring. About the same diameter as this. So if we can actually find a decent little spring that's not too big. It's actually not too big. We could probably go with this. The question is, can it take it? Because many times I've probably said this before, even though you do put a more powerful spring in here, the question always comes up to, can it take it? Which we went and lost ourselves the little stopper that goes over the actual plunger nozzle, which goes about right here, I believe. So let's go ahead and pop this back in here. There we go. Okay. Ah, hell. There we go. Or, no, wait. Fuck. Trying to deal with this is not always fun. There we go. Okay, so let's go ahead and line that back up to the actual chemtrail. There we go. Okay. Here we go. Alright, now comes the fun part. Making sure that everything goes back together correctly. Making sure nothing explodes in the process. There we go. Alright. Now, I'm going to go ahead, turn off the camera, and I will get back to you on how it performs, okay? Okay. Okay, so I have gone and put better screws, not only in here, but here as well. A lot of the screws, for some reason, only went certain amounts. I believe that it's starting to strip in certain parts of it. I'm not sure. But anyway, better springs in there, so let's go ahead and prime it. Please do understand I am wearing safety glasses. There we go. Okay, so it is primed. Now understand I don't got the return spring in there, so I have to actually, which would be for the best actually, because I don't want this thing slamming forward. So let's go ahead and fire. Ooh, that actually sounded louder. Ooh. Ooh. Let me go ahead and get the stock on here and get a loaded magazine here, and we'll or you know what? Hold on, let me actually just get the magazine itself right here. Let's get some BBs. Let's get the chronograph here lined up, and we'll see what the FPS was, because the FPS last time was actually 176 to 177. Let's go ahead and just load up 4 BBs in here to actually just to see what we got. Alright, let's just see what we can do here. I'm just gonna go ahead and take off the chronograph here, because really I'm not wanting to get my tripod over here and actually do that. So let's go ahead and just do this. Alright, let's move the block of whatever the hell that is. Move all my tools out of the way. Alright, here we go. Magazine's in there. Make sure it did not double feed, which that was an issue I did not address in the video, but yeah, this thing does double feed. So let's go ahead and fire. 215! Hey, we got ourselves an improvement. Alright. 215. 213. 214. Okay, so this thing can be modified and takes it like a champ. So, oh, nice 6 feet. That's not bad. Now, as to whether or not it improves the grouping, that's completely up to you, but that's a good thing about this. This can be modified, and I will maybe talk about it in the video. I don't know. I might not edit. I'm just going to be lazy about it and not even, but yeah. I'm probably going to take this out in the field, probably, just to see how it performs. That's if I'm willing to. I'm probably not. I'm probably just going to be lazy and use it in a backyard war. I don't know, but can be modified. Takes it like a champ. It's worth the money just to modify it, just to buy it for modifications. That's my only big thing about it, and yeah. So, thank you all for watching. As always, I've been Airsoft Al, and who knows, maybe the next gun that I get in to review will actually be modified too, but if it's too damn ridiculous to even want to modify, then I probably won't modify it, but who knows, we'll see. Anyway, thank you all for watching. As always, I've been Airsoft Al, and I'll see all you lovely people in the next video. Till next time.